This video will give you simple instructions for labeling your property chart outside and inside, and also to check the formatting of your report to see if you've made any mistakes and if you have to go back and fix them up. So first of all, when you're on your outside assessment tab, you need to remember to provide a comment of every single field, every single question. So you can see along here, I've started, I haven't finished, but that's okay. With some, we're getting a green marking, so no concerns. Red is a higher level of concern that you want the homeowners to take note of. We also have yellow, which is intermediate. We have not applicable, because in some homes, for example, they don't have a permeable driveway, so there's no, it's not applicable. There's no need for maintaining the permeable driveway because they don't have one. Another common one on the inside is dirt floors. A lot of people don't have dirt floors, so you'd mark not applicable. You'll also run into instances where you cannot assess the condition of something because it's not visible, or say your homeowner has left and has left the site for half an hour and you couldn't ask them questions about maintenance. So excuse me, you simply have to put not recorded and then explain why that was. So either the area was blocked, unable to view it, or the homeowner was unable to answer these questions, something like that. But for every field, we need you to provide an answer. Once you have established the top things that you need the homeowner to learn about in their report, you're going to make sure that you have photos, if possible. If not, that's okay too. But wherever you have a photo, you have to make sure that there is a label with the photo. And also, when you want to label your diagrams, you have to label them in order so that they look very organized. Okay, so we're just going to imagine that the outside tab is all completed. We are going to go step by step through labeling this. So the first thing we come upon in order is number 2, overland drainage. Is the first thing we've come across. So we're going to label it number sign A. We call that a magic button, the number sign. So A is the symbol you will give to this particular element in your drawing. So you've got number sign A. Then you're going to go up to your diagram. You've labeled it A by pulling this over here. You've also noted where this issue is on the property, and you've inserted a comment about what this issue is. Then the next one down was B. Next one down is C. And say in this case, the homeowner was very concerned about their garden beds, but even though the marking was not red, the homeowner still really wanted to talk about that and to have it noted in their summary report. So we're going to actually label that. We're going to call it, let's check to see where we are. We're at C. So we're going to label it number sign D. That means that this comment will appear in the summary report for the homeowner. There is no photo. That's okay. We just have to make sure that it's noted in the diagram. So we put D, and we've labeled it D here and noted that it is a garden bed. So anything that is red or is of particular concern to the homeowner, we want to make sure to include it in the diagram so that it's a quick and easy summary for them. So then what we want to do is save, and we want to check to see if our work has been done correctly or if there's some kind of error. Let's just do a little error in this to be sneaky. So sometimes you can have a picture, but you forget, for example, to put in the number sign. So let's take that out and let's see what happens. Also, down here. Sometimes if you put a space in between the number and the letter, it will also create an error. So I just want to do these errors so that you can understand what they are and how to correct them. So we're going to save this. Now to check our work, it's relatively easy. We save, like I said, we're going to go to our orders. So this shows you what the order looks like, but in order to see the formatted report, you need to get back onto your assessment portal. The assessment is not presently available to the portal because that's on the server. So what you need to do first is save it onto the server. So you're going to press select. You're going to press synchronize. You're going to set your draft for the server, username, password, submit. And then remember, there's often a delay, so you have to wait a little bit. And then you're going to press synchronize, and it should appear. Very good. Okay, so it's now in the server. We can see it. We're going to go back to our assessment portal tab. We can then check to see what the report looks like in the report format. So here we go. We've got our picture. That looks good. What we want to go down to is the summary tab for the outside assess risks. Now, we know that everything is supposed to be labeled A, B, C, but what we're seeing is funny numbers. 1, 2, 3. So what that means is we've made an error, and we do know already what the error is. So we can go back and fix it. So we're just going to close that up. We're going to go back into the assessor tool. We're going to open the report. And in order to fix this, sort of the outside assessment tab, in order to fix this, all we need to do is once again put in number A and get rid of the space here. Number B, we're going to save it. And we can double check our work. Oh, we forgot to set the destination. We'll have to make sure we do that. It gives us little prompts if we forget things. All right. So we have to wait a minute. Synchronize. Okay, now we're going to go back into the portal. We're going to check our report and we're going to see how we did. Okay, let's see. A, B, C, D. Now again, we've got A, B, C, and we know there is no photo for D, so it is formatted correctly. So that is exactly what we needed to do. Okay, thank you.